Website, naughty word. Okay, I've said it. We're going to park that and move on. If you have a website and you run a trade like a roofer, a plumber, a removals company, anything where you sell your service to the public, and that website isn't bringing the public to you, then there is going to be one of or two issues, okay? It's going to be the way that the things like Google see your company or the way that people see your website. I'm going to go through something quickly now, show you what you need to do to kind of audit your own setup to see where you're dropping off and to see how you can start getting them, okay? So first thing you're going to need to do, just go to Google. You can watch what I'm doing, you can do it for yourself later, but I'm going to put removal company, no I'm not, removal company near me is what I would put normally searching. However, the company that we're going to actually look for is in Great Yarmouth, okay, which is in Norfolk. I don't live in Great Yarmouth, but I work for a removal company in Great Yarmouth in so much as I help them to get customers to find them without paying for adverts. If you search for your industry near me, you will get something like this. All of this is adverts and people skip the adverts. So basically, if any van stops paying Google, then their advert won't show up. No one will see that. This section here is the gold mine because it shows you 3 little profiles, and each one of these profiles splits 60% of all the Google traffic that is searching for that company in that area. RT Seekins have got 30 Google reviews, 4.6 stars. Gold Coast Removals, 42 Google 42 Google reviews, 5 stars. ROC, 90 Google reviews, 5 stars. The one that I manage is RT Seekins, which has fewer reviews and a lower rating, but is very much holding its own right here in the map section, okay? And again, we're not paying for this. You get this privilege by playing the game with Google. So we've secured our spot here in this little niche box, okay? And all of these are here because of reputation. They're not paying to be here. They're not there because they are winning SEO in terms of old-fashioned SEO or showing up first on Google. The company that we're going to be looking at in a minute doesn't even feature. It's not anywhere in this list, okay? So RT Seekins, who is us, lowest review rating, fewest reviews, the lowest review rating in terms of these ones, but we're showing up at the top. How we've done that is, if I show you our profile, so this is thing 1, okay? Like I said, oh, I should now spell it. If you're not, sorry, male, can't multitask. If you are not getting customers through, it's either going to be because Google doesn't know who you are or your website's crap. In this case, Google knows who we are because we have taken control of our Google profile, okay? Google knows we exist, it's found our website, and when you Google the company name, everything comes up, and more importantly, the Google profile comes up, which I manage for them. They've got 30 Google reviews, and here's key takeaway number 1. All of them, or at least in the last couple of years, have been replied to, okay? And not just a thumbs up emoji. They get an actual reply. That makes Google happy. Google is happy when you are getting Google reviews in, and they're good ones, and when you then reply to them. So I have a little tool I can give you if you ask down below where you can get a, it's a little tool for free that helps customers give you Google reviews. So it's easier to get them out of them, which if you've ever asked for them, you know is the issue. If you're looking at this thinking I've only got 3 Google reviews, it's not brilliant, but how long have you been in trade? Okay, if you've been only going 5 minutes, that's one thing else. But if you know you're really good at what you do and you're envious of the company down the road that's always busy, you need to get in touch with previous clients and ask for Google reviews, because that is one easy way to bump up. As soon as you start getting some Google reviews in, Google starts to notice you. You're more established as long as you've been in the game, okay? So focus on that. If that's takeaway number 1. We filled in the review. The address is in there. We reply to reviews. This little feature, you can add posts. So we do every month, just put a little post on there, and it just appeases Google. No one ever looks at them. Nobody knows it exists, but it makes Google happy. And we've also linked Facebook and Instagram. Fill in your Google service section, okay? There are services you can add as well, all kinds of things. It's an ongoing process, but make sure you own your business on Google. Then, once you've done the hard work of making Google start to show you, because Google understands who you are and it believes that you are who you are, and it believes people think you're good because you keep telling them they're good, you need to make sure that the website and Google both speak the same wording. So what I mean by that is, in true Blue Beach fashion, here is a website I prepared earlier. When you click through to this removal company, this is the homepage. It's not going to win a design award, but it might win a conversion award, I'm not sure. You'll notice takeaway number one on website stuff, okay? There are no social media links up here, and I cannot stress enough how important it is to get rid of any social media links you have in the header. It's not 2015 anymore. Nobody's impressed by them anymore. All they do is give someone that you've fought tooth and nail to get to your website an opportunity to leave. So if you're looking at your website and looking at a big social media icon, I'm like, get rid of it. It's not serving a purpose. Similarly, if you can see welcome to our website, get rid of that as well. When did you buy a newspaper? Or, okay, sorry. When did you last see a clickbait article that said welcome to our article? It's not what an advert, it's not what a headline does. A headline is this, it's stress-free home removals. Oh, okay, cool, okay, instantly, so stress-free. Okay, I like that. There's a nice picture of a completed thing. So that's a nice van branded up. It looks calm and tranquil. That is really important. If you have an image of a semi-completed roof and you're a roofer, or a driveway before, or you covered in paint like that in someone's room. No, have the after as the main image. Psychologically, people will then think in their mind, oh, okay, I will get that outcome through these guys. So if you are a painter, for example, have a lovely completed furnished room. Don't have a picture of a paint pot. People know what paint pots look like. They want to imagine their house will look lovely after you've been in it. So think of your wording and imagery in that kind of sense. And then up here, you just got this little great elm of trust. This is 1921. It's building trust. Down below, doesn't really matter too much because the whole idea is to get people to click through. But on the home page, you just got, think of the home page as kind of the entryway to your company. Okay, if you had an office, the home page is the entryway. You don't need all the information on there, you just need to know how to find it. So we list the services. We've got customer reviews on there. It's called social proof. If the more you can prove that you're good at what you do by telling people that you're good at what you do, the more you should do it. And the more that you can ask people to click through, the better you should. So once you get on the website, you see these big yellow buttons. Get a free quote. Get my free moving quote. Those are the call to actions, and those are the buttons that you want to recommend people click to. You need to remember someone's very clever because they've found you as the right solution and they've got in touch. But then once they land on your website, you need to assume they're very stupid and tell them what to do. What do you expect them to do next? And you want them, want them in this case, to click this big button that will then take them to the form, okay? Which I have loaded here, okay? Because I'm logged in, it does weird things. So again, this is our landing page. It's not going to win design awards, but what it does do is puts people at ease. Get a free moving quote. Okay, brilliant. Okay, so details, what will happen once you made it. Contact details if you don't want to fill the form and you can phone, that's fine. Where then over here you've got the form, and you might notice, good grief, that's a long form. And it is a long form. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. However, it tells people it will take about 60 seconds. And in fairness, it will. It's not a very long form. And there is no obligation. So even if we send you the thing, nothing bad is going to happen. And then we ask them whatever questions we need to know so that we can A, prove that we know what we're talking about to them, and B, know that we can provide them the right service. There's no point us not asking questions that would rule them out as potential customers. If we can legitimately ask it, ask them. Just explain why you're asking it. You need a clear form that has clear questions explaining why you're asking them, and then people will fill them in. And I know that they do, because here in the back end, there's only a little bit I can show you for GDPR and all that, but here's all the quote requests and contact us forms, and most of the contact us forms are just the people who couldn't be bothered to fill in the quote request, so they just did a contact us form instead. So even if people don't want to fill it in, there is still an opportunity if they go to the contact page to just submit it that way. So between it's however many submissions that is since May 2024. Conversion rate is just, well, it's 14% on the quote request and 5% on the contact us page, but that's fine because we're not driving traffic to the contact us page. But like I say, those are extra ones. And these ones in red, it's done 10 so far in just April, in half of April. Okay, that's just this month. You might be thinking, I don't run a removal company, and that's fine. You don't need to run a removal company. If you are good at what you do, like these guys are, and they can back it up with Google reviews, they can back it up with a history in the area. I'm not joking you. We turned their website on, and they had a lead through within an hour. Okay, because they had local brand recognition. They had that local brand recognition to hit the ground running. It doesn't mean we wouldn't have then got them to that place in Google without it. It just made it a lot easier. So we got to this stage a lot quicker, and now they're an amazing case study. They're averaging about 15, 20 leads a month. They're the only company I would deal with in that area, and we're going to clean up the market for them. I'm happy to have a sit down with you. If you think I could help you, I will sit down for free on Zoom. We'll go through your entire process and we'll look at your Google profile. I'll show you a few tips and tricks, and we'll look at your website and be able to work out, well, it's because you're not telling them what to do, or you're not asking them what you want them to do, or because you're showing them the wrong stuff. I'm happy to have that conversation with you. Just ask below in the comments, and no worries, we can get in touch. If not, best of luck, and hopefully you can see this is where it's going wrong. Okay, and I've shown you with these numbers, they're coming through. All right, I'm not making this up. So here, these are the form statistics for the last 30 days. And again, remember, we are not paying Google anything. All right, but we are getting in, what is this, 196 views and 20 submissions in the last 30 days. These aren't numbers that I'm plucking out of thin air. These are genuine numbers that are coming through. And that's not even the contact form. That's just that quote form. Okay. The numbers are coming through without paying Google anything, just making Google happy. And that's all it is. It's not a game. No, sorry, it's not a trick. It is a game. And you just need to know what the rules are.